name is Ndu Ekwomadu. I'm founder and CEO at Brand Drive. So I think I would refer to myself as a design and technology entrepreneur with a core focus on helping businesses scale, of course, using design and technology. Design comes to me naturally. I'm one of those ones who say they are naturals. I learned by myself, but I think at a very early age, I've always loved art, drawing, sketches, and how that has transcended into my love and passion for visual communications, and how that affects people, affect businesses, affect people's decision on how they see the narrative and perception around things. I've always found it very fascinating. So it's also been a very intriguing career for me, which is why I don't think I've been more fulfilled with anything else other than design in my life. The journey has been super intriguing. Of course, it's come with its ups and downs, but it's been a very elevating process all the way. A highly learning and educative curve for me as an individual. I've met quite a number of interesting people, made a whole lot of really great friends through this process. But professionally, I think what design has done is expose my creativity. I've also gained a whole lot of creative experience and helped a lot of people. For me, my life force comes from the ability to help a lot of people, and I've been able to creatively use design as a tool and weapon to do that effectively over a couple of 5-10 years. So I think the challenges I've had to face was the narrative around first, no guidance at an early stage. Of course, that has been more addressed in more recent years, but starting out, I never really had a learning curve or a system where I could say leaning on someone to gain experience and understand the loopholes within the process. However, more recently, we find a lot of these challenges being addressed by, say for example, seed builders, right? And we have tons of communities coming up, supporting the design ecosystem and helping a lot of people avoid some of these problems. So I think some of these challenges have been addressed. I think another thing is the saturation within the ecosystem. But that also means a lot of people are sparking interest within the design community. But the flood of individuals coming into the ecosystem without proper learning process has also posed a big challenge on how, for example, clients get to see individuals or the professional body as a whole is being perceived. But I think it's also a good thing because it's opening our whole ecosystem to more learning and empowerment for entrepreneurs and young individuals all over the world. The highs for me would be not really an individual or a client, right? I think the highs for me has always been my driving force, and that's been to give back, to be able to be a part of a business story, to be part of a brand story. And successfully over the past 5-7 years, I've supported not less than 200 to about 500 businesses. And for me, that is the high. The fact that I can look at a business that I met maybe 5 years ago and I've contributed one way or the other to your growth, whether it's brand design or it's your website or your visual identity. The point is I've seen the trajectory and growth curve that has come from managing tons of brands. And for me, that speaks volume on the success story. Thanks to COVID, we've explored a very global network and ecosystem that people can get to work from. And what that also means is, as a designer, you're not limited to your location. And that's a fact. It's not in the air. That's what's really happening right now. You can explore your value, you can share your creativity with anybody across the world, right, from the internet. And what that means is the more you improve on yourself, you have the ability to not just work and aim globally, but you also have the ability to network, connect with more people, and of course, live a very happy and healthy life, right, by doing the things you love the most. But I think my main advice to young designers would be, first, do the hard work, right? Nothing really comes, yes, of course, we all want to just skip all of the shortcuts and just go straight to the happy time of being a designer, but you want to commit your time and energy to the learning curve, learning process. You don't really attain mastery by just trying something out once. You want to do it over and over again. If there's anything, I think I want to even track back a bit to the value design has given to me is I've pretty much been able to cut across literally every industry you can think of, from EMR in healthcare to logistics to lashes to e-commerce to fintech to dating applications all over the world, right? To automotive. So basically, what design does for you is you're constantly exploring other industries, and you want to give yourself room to do that. So as a young designer, keep a very open mind and be very curious.